Hello, beautiful people out there in the world. How are you beautiful people feeling today, beautiful people? Beautiful people, it's not funny, but it's sad funny. I was on as often as I get friendship requests on YouTube, I go on there and I check them out. And if I see birthdays, some people I know, some people I recognize, some people I don't know, just to be friendly. Beautiful people, I wish them a happy birthday or something. Well, I don't know how I ended up on this particular page as I was scrolling. And these two ladies were fighting. And they were black ladies fighting. One looked a little bit older than the other one. And one was more stout, more heavier set, and the other one was really slim. This lady had her by the hair like a tether ball. You know how a tether ball is tied to the pole and you hit the ball and just keep swinging around and around? She had her by her hair, swinging her around just like that. And the lady that she was swinging, the young lady had on shorts. And I'm thinking to myself, please don't let her legs, hit the ground. And she's skin and scar herself, all up, things we don't think about, How do we get ourselves into these situations? Excuse me, beautiful people, my feet hurt. I've been standing on them and I'm loosening up my shoes, how do we get ourselves into the situations that we get ourselves into? Beautiful people. And how are we so comfortable? People of color, we're not liking each other so much that, it's important that we exploit one another, that we abuse each other, that we fight each other like that. Where does that come from? And don't you know your family members and your kids watch social media? How embarrassing, how hurtful is that? How hurtful is it for a child to go on social media and they see their mother being swung around like a teddy ball by her hair, by some other woman? How do you think that's going to make your child feel seeing that? And that we're so comfortable with filming it while it's all happening. Nobody's trying to stop it. Nobody's trying to break it up. All the people out there, everybody's just engaged and involved. Enjoying the entertainment, if they would call it that, for that time being or for the day, to watch each other, hurt each other, and abuse each other. Beautiful people, how is it that we have gotten so comfortable with stooping that low to just, like a bunch of wild animals, we just abuse each other and fight each other like that? Nobody is thinking with the clearer head. Nobody's being the more mature one to walk away. We have something to prove. We fight each other like we are the enemy. Beautiful people. That's how we do each other. We fight each other like we are the enemy. You all might be some of the ones that might get some of that reparation money. You may not need no proof with those kind of actions. And it's really sad, that your kids or your young brothers and sisters have to watch you being abused out there like that and watching you all misuse each other like that. I was talking to some young men earlier today in front of Target, and they were signing petitions and different things of that nature. And I was talking to some of these young men, and they humbled themselves and gave me respect pertaining to some of the same things. And they called me OG, and I said, listen, stop at the O, okay? Original, all right? Let me father you all for a little bit, and let me talk to you all. And I want you all to understand, and I was sharing with them that we are not each other's enemy. We need to do a better job of understanding what it means to talk to each other and converse with one another and not hurt each other and harm each other, offensively with words from our mouths, or, when there's a misunderstanding, we allow it to escalate. And the only way out we know is to fight each other, or I don't have to take that, or to start calling each other that derogatory word that everybody's so comfortable with using that we didn't even create, or come up with. But we're comfortable with using it, but they can't use their own word against us. That's how it started. Beautiful people. That is so appalling. It's so offensive, and yet it's fascinating. How this trickery of the mind, how this mind seduction, how this stuff works. How we just eat that garbage all up. Won't accept, just eat the garbage up. We just accept it. How comfortable these girls were. These ladies out there fighting. And everybody out there, a lot of people out there, it was all people of color. Etching it on, cheering them on. And she just slinging her around by her hair. Sad, really, really, really sad. When I saw it, that's all I could do is just shake my head. And I just thought to myself, how sad it was. To see something like that. I just thought about it. I just thought how sad it was. How we are so comfortable, with offending each other and abusing each other. We've got to get past abusing one another. We are not the enemy, and we are not each other's enemy. Beautiful people. We've got to understand what it means to love each other and respect each other and treat each other right. We have to consider the fact that kids are watching us. Our own kids, at all times, they're watching. And we're passing this stuff on to them. We're telling them that when things that go right don't go right, if someone says something you don't like, you fight. You hurt each other. You kill each other. Because you don't like each other anyway. You're not meant to be here. You don't deserve to be loved and respected and appreciated, so harm each other. Go ahead and hurt each other. And then make sure that you get it on camera. Make sure that somebody pulls their camera out and films it all. And puts it on camera. So that the world could see how much we disapprove of one another. How much we don't like each other. Let the world see how we don't know how to treat each other. That we have no respect for each other. We have no love for each other. Everything has to be violence against one another with each other. We'll support any and everything that any and everybody else does or has to say or do. But when it comes to each other, we don't know how to do that. We struggle with that. Beautiful people. We have got to get rid of this slave mentality. We have got to get rid of that mentality from slavery that causes us to hate each other, dislike each other, and abuse one another. We have got to get past all of that stuff. Beautiful people. We really do. Got to get past all that. I was standing in, getting ready to go into Target. And 3 beautiful ladies of color was coming out. And I spoke to them to share my channel with them. Asked them how was they doing today. I love you too, man. Thank you. And check out my YouTube channel, Frank Anderson, Kind Words and a Smile.
Right on, amen to that. It's a blessing.
Thank you. I love you and your family, and have a good weekend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great last weekend.
Thank you. Just remember Frank Anderson on YouTube.
Huh?
Remember, check out my YouTube channel, Frank.
Say it again?
Remember Frank Anderson on YouTube.
Frank Anderson. Okay.
Yes.
I'll check it out.
Thank you.
You know, last time you told me, but I forgot.
Yes.
I want to check it out.
I love you, and I want you to remember. Sorry about that, beautiful people. He remembered me from the last time I was in the store, or was that over in front of Marshall's, one of the two. And I shared my channel with him. And he was passing by going into the bank, and he remembered me. He was waving and smiling. And I remembered him. And he wanted it again. Thank you. And he wanted it again, and I was sharing it with him. You know, but as I was saying, the beautiful ladies, you know, on the beautiful ladies coming out the store, and I shared it with two of them, and asked them how were they doing today, you know, and they said, not too good, so don't say nothing to me, leave me alone. I said, well, you know, I just want to encourage you, you know, and I just wanted to share something with you to encourage you so that you'll feel better. And one of them wanted to hear what it was I had to say, and it was the more aged, more seasoned one with understanding. So I shared it with her, and she thanked me for sharing it with her. She was leaving. And I said, see, I just gave you some medicine so you can feel better. You know, and, you know, they kept walking, but they kind of looked around after they saw her reacting and responding, you know, to what I have to say. But, you know, we have got to stop being mean to each other. You know, we've got to do a better job of loving each other and treating each other right, because I am not going to stop loving you and treating you right every time I see you beautiful people. All of you all, no matter what nationality you are, I'm going to be loving you and treating you right, and I'm going to tell you that I love you. And if you don't get it, people of color, it's not because I didn't give it to you. I shared it with you, I presented it to you, and I gave it to you because I love you. And I want you to love yourself the exact same way. Stop abusing one another. Beautiful people, stop hurting one another. If nobody told you they love you today, I love you. And have a smiling day.